so they can start to see this tragedy, human tragedy, universal, from a different perspective. And they are our future.
How do you decide to take this perspective when you told this history of migration?
Because we feel that we're missing the perspective of them. We were used to see always the image from our point of view. News or documentary or image, always watching the boat of migrants arriving in Italy from our side. So we wanted to change the perspective, to show that behind the numbers that we are used to listen, numbers of people that arrive, numbers of people that die in the sea, behind these numbers, there are human beings, like everybody, with the desire that we have, everybody, the desire of move, the desire of look for a better life. And so we try to humanize the numbers in a way. So we put the camera on the other side and we try to tell the story from the point of view of who make this epic journey, because they are the carrier of the epic contemporary epic. So I think it's very similar to what happened in Mexico.
And we can see big influences from Gamora, for example, and Pinocho. When you mix something that is very, very realistic with something very dreamy, do you plan this from the beginning?
It's something that it happened. When you get old, you discover that making the movie, you do something that you, in a way, you have done already. So I was shooting sometimes and feeling that there was a moment that remind me Gomorrah and some other moment that remind me Pinocchio. So I don't know how I combine these two elements. So it is a sort of modern fairy tales. It is a sort of Homeric fairy tales. So we try to tell this story, trying to be simple, true, but at the same time to be like a dark fairy tales, you know, how it is, because the fairy tales are true. So we wanted to also to be invisible, to give to the audience the possibility to live the experience, the journey, through the eyes of Seydoux, without see the camera, without thinking that there is a work behind. We want to be invisible.
Okay, thank you very much for these minutes. We are. I hope the people in Mexico can see the movie and can change perspective about migration, and can be more empathic with the people that we are around us.
Absolutely, and it's very important if you can help. It's very important, and then when the movie will be released in Mexico, I think the 7th of March, it's very important that there will be a school to screen the movie to the students, because in Italy we had a lot of school that from October till May screen the movie in the school. I meet thousands of students, and I know from my personal experience that for them it's very important, because they go to see the movie thinking that will be something boring, and they will go to sleep, and then they discover that is first of all, it's an adventure, it's the journey of the hero, so it's very accessible, and then the protagonists have the same age, same dreams, so they discover that behind these numbers there are persons like them, so they can start to see this tragedy, human tragedy, universal, from a different perspective. And they are our future. So I always say to the distributor in every country I go, to work very hard to let the teacher see the movie and help them to make screening in the morning. Also in France, now we have more than 100 screening in the morning in the school. So it's very important because the young will be our future.